We are back. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? This is... Oh, go for it, bro.
Nah, I wasn't going to say nothing cool. I was just going to say, hey, hopefully y'all been doing cool. We've been away for a little bit. And then some people have been asking, like, hey, where you guys at? Where's your next episode, etc. So...
We were going to quit. We were just like,
yeah, we're done with this shit, man.
It's done.
It's like, man, it's too much work, man. It's work, extra work. And y'all views is low on the first one, so you kind of hurt our feelings.
Yeah, man.
We felt like that. We had some little jokey jokes that was worth for at least 200 views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Come on. We had 2 views for like the first 10 hours. I was like, yo, it's just me and Marcus watching our live.
We watched it. Viewed by 2 people. David Templeton and Marcus.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if it said who was viewing,
I'll be sad.
Diamond Templeton watched 9 times. Nah, we're just kidding. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Thank you for the love on our Instagram page, Beyond the Rounds. Thank you for checking out our website if you did, beyondtherounds.com. Yeah, we really appreciate all the love, especially on Instagram. We got a bunch of views on there. So, yeah, if we ever don't have something up on YouTube, make sure you guys go check out our Instagram page. We're usually posting there a lot more because we can, post shorter clips and stuff like that and just show you guys what's going on, especially stuff with the fights and us training and stuff. So make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, that stuff's like instantaneous. So most of that stuff's like candid. Like, hey, it's like we take a video of something we got going on and we can just post it right then and there. So a lot of the stuff, the content that we will post is probably going to start there. And then obviously the podcast will be on YouTube. So that's a little bit more production comes into that. And then more material, more content because we're talking to y'all. Let you know what's up in between time. But all the in between stuff is probably will pop up on Instagram. Yeah. And then be on the lookout too for the website because we're going to start beefing that up. Now that things are not ramping down for us. We actually got a fight tomorrow with Mike. Yeah. So we're going to be going to Vacaville. So we're going to be going up north for that.
Almost 4 hours away from here.
Yeah, and that's gonna be.
We're closing the gym and everything. We're shutting it all down.
Shut down. So I know we ruined a lot of y'all's plans for tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Some of y'all gonna be disappointed you don't get to see us into the weekend. You know what I mean? But that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, we're not like really ramping down. Like the VFS 14 card was a big one for us because we had so many guys that were scheduled for that card. But we're still going to be continue to flow all the way until probably June 5th on the next VFS card. So
actually, I feel like technically when it comes to fighting and training and stuff, we're booked. We're booked all the way till like freaking
like no time off.
Yeah, like, not that everything's not that everyone has a particular fight coming up or a particular date set, but with the events, all the events that we're getting, all the phone calls and stuff that I'm getting about guys and having guys on, we're going to be at it like every month or every other month. So, I mean, that's typical. Every year it kind of goes this way. So that's like a good and a bad part about it. It's like the whole year is kind of planned already. We know that somewhere around this time there's going to be a fight and you kind of just schedule your life around it pretty much. Yeah. But,
I mean, this is which is the big reason why we even doing this because like we just had this epiphany like, man, we got all this stuff going on and people are curious like, well, when are you guys doing this? When do you train? All this stuff. So we have all this content or potential content that we actually never display because we're always just focused on training. So forward, here we are. I mean, with that being something that we had it played with for a while, or at least got inquiry from people, like people from the gym and the people close to us. They're like, you know what? Yeah, let's take some time and put some of this stuff out there so people are one, up to date, and two, just because it's good to have the content out there. You know what I mean? Like to see behind the scenes and keep you guys informed. So, yeah. So that's that. Yeah,
I feel like that's a big part of, well, a big part of like fighting. Like when we're sitting around coming up with ideas and stuff to talk about or what the podcast was going to be about, we just kind of talk about our lives and how everything is going and decide that nobody else really gets to see, between the rounds. Everyone sees us in the cage or in the ring or whatever. If they come and they train here or they watch, a couple of Instagram clips, they'll see that we're training and stuff, but everything else in between, nobody really knows how life really goes. So hopefully we can give you guys just like a little insight into our world about what's going on and how we prep for things and how we handle certain situations. And so this is our little insight to you guys. We just got done with the VFS 14. That was Saturday. I'm not sure what day it is for you guys right now watching this, but it was a few days ago for us, so we had time to like sit around and think about it and stuff and kind of talk about how the event went. We really didn't watch it completely. I haven't gone back and watched the fights. I saw little clips here and there, but like real time, I felt like we did good. I felt like we put on a great show. I feel like every time Valley Fight Club goes out there, everyone just stands up. Everyone's yelling and cheering. It's a big roar in the place. But yeah, I feel like Marcus, Mr. Sneaky B, got fight of the night. They'll probably be announcing that soon because I don't know. I didn't hear the place get on their feet for anyone else like that, and I didn't see anybody out there fighting that way. So I think it was pretty awesome. Hopefully, if you guys were there and you got to see it, you guys were cheering loud. I know I had a freaking low voice, or my voice was all raspy the next day and stuff in my video. So yeah.
Well, I know, man. Shit. Hats off, man. I want to say I appreciate the hell out of everybody who was actually in the arena. And everybody who saw pay-per-view too. And just people, if you couldn't make either one, because I know financially, man, money is tight. Like,
yeah.
So I get it. Like, but when people show genuine support, man, I appreciate it through and through. But what I will say for the people who were in the arena that night, man, I typically don't hear like too many things. Like, it's weird. I can't explain what slips in from time to time as far as what I can hear. But that night, I heard the crowd a lot. Like, so much so to where sometimes I couldn't even hear Diamond in the corner trying to give me advice because I hear somebody from the crowd saying, "Oh, fuck that guy up, Marcus." Like, but you know what? Like, I love that because it lets me know that people are engaged in the fight and people are enjoying themselves. Because for me, that's one of my biggest things. Like, if you're going to go and you're going to spend your hard-earned money and take your time off of work and get, you know, babysitters and childcare and all that stuff to come out and see me, I want to make sure that I'm, you know, putting on a show that's worthwhile. That you walk away and you're like, you know what, I came to see that guy and damn it, he put on the show. And it's not just me, that's like Diamond said, it's the whole team, it's Valley Fight Club. Like, that is our mantra. And we train for that every time we're in here to go out there and put on the show. Obviously win, but in addition to win, to put on the show. Yeah. So I heard everybody in the crowd. I always make a point to, when I walk out, to look around the arena. So when you see me walking out, I know some people, like, they make eye contact with me because I'm looking in the arena to see where people are seated, because I kind of get a gauge of where, you know, people are yelling from. Like, my mom, you know, my sons were there, like a bunch of co-workers from work, all Team VFC, family members, etc. So I was looking to see where everybody was at because I like to kind of make that eye contact, like, I see you and I appreciate you.
If you don't make that contact, or at least like have a general idea of where your team is or where your fans are, then after the fight you're kind of just like,
yeah,
like, you see one person you know and you're like, hey, what's up? And they're sitting all by themselves.
Yeah.
Whole team's over here on this side. Yeah. So
you mess around pointing at your opponents like, hey, what's up?
Opponent's family's flipping you off.
Flipping you off. But yeah, that stuff happens, man. I've had that occur on one fight in particular. That's probably tell that story another day. But yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you guys 100%. Like, we put out our videos after speaking on that, but as far as the podcast is concerned, like, I can never say that enough, how much we appreciate you guys turn out, and how much in real time I could hear you guys support, and that fueled me, you know, because there was a couple points in that fight to where, you know, I realized, hey, this is a fight. Like, this is going to be a match to where this guy ain't going nowhere and I definitely ain't going nowhere. So something's got to give. You know what they say, when unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You know, I felt a little bit more unstoppable than he did immovable. But I'm supposed to feel that way. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to feel that way. I'm always supposed to say that. And so, yeah, anyhow, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys.
But shit, the fight, I haven't watched it, so I only can really give my perspective on how I felt in real time. But without me actually watching the fight, I can't give like a real like play-by-play assessment because I don't have a recollection of the sequence of events. So some people tell me like, oh man, you did this in this round, and I don't remember doing that in that round.
Nope.
I was like, man, I thought that was the first round. And it was really the second round or the third round. So without actually watching it prior to recording this episode, I didn't intend to speak on it too heavily. But what I can say is that I felt great. It's Thursday. It's the first Thursday after the fight that we're recording this. Just finished training. I feel great. I have a little bit of soreness, but that's pretty typical for any time you're fighting somebody.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of leg kicks. A lot of leg kicks. I don't know. People probably figured it out by now. If you fight me, you're gonna get your leg kicked a lot. Like,
which like just happened too.
Yeah, like
I think it just happened. You're like, this shit works.
Yeah, this shit works. So I'm gonna start doing it. It's some new shit. Like I ain't never been like the leg chopping dude.
Yeah.
But hey, if it works, it works, and I'm gonna keep doing it until somebody figures out how to stop me.
I like it that that's your adaptation. Like Mark's always working on something.
Yeah.
What's he doing now? Oh fuck, leg kicks.
He's a leg kicker.
Super
man.
basic, bro.
Basic ass leg kick. And I know it don't look pretty.
Hurting
like,
people, though.
I can imagine it don't look pretty because I ain't trying to throw it flashy. I ain't like the Edson Barbosa or nothing like that. But I'm gonna kick your shit though. I'm gonna kick it. And if you let me kick it a few times, it's finna hurt.
Yeah.
So I know that was pretty successful in the fight. My right hand, I don't make no secret about this thing. Like, if you're fighting me, I'm gonna make a point that you feel this right hand. Period. So there's no hiding that. I know people prepare for that. They know
but
that
you can't
prepare for
you can't prepare for that.
You
right
just
hand.
survive it.
That's it.
That's all
man.
you can do. And so
stupid.
yeah, man. So with all that said, until we actually go and do a fight review, which we plan to do in following episodes coming up.
Yeah, we'll do that with you guys.
Yeah.
We'll watch the fight here. Pretty much give our
live play-by-play.
Yeah, live play-by-play.
Like, this is what was happening at this moment in my head, and etc. And then Diamond, his take on things. So that'll be a cool little episode.
Yeah.
But without ranting on that too long, I feel great. Felt like the fight was a matter of imminent as far as being over. And throughout the entire fight, I felt like that momentum was building. And it was just a matter of maybe one exchange or one leg kick even to where that fight could have been over. We're on Thursday now. We know what the result was. End up dropping the decision. But as far as how I feel about the fight, I felt like I didn't lose the fight. I lost the contest. And what I mean by that is that, there's certain things that are assessed by the judges if they end up going to the judges' scorecards. And they value certain things based on what they see. Yeah. So they valued the strategy that he put together above the work that I put together over the 3 rounds. Which I'm not arguing that it is what it is. I end up coming up short in the decision, but shit, I came out. I feel like great about the performance that we put on. Myself, Colin, Mello, and Jake, for that matter. I feel great about those performances. So.
I think that's like evident too with towards the end of the fight, or at the very end of the fight. I was talking to one of our other fighters, Neto. He's supposed to send me some clips. He's like, man, he goes, after every one of our fights, everyone was dancing. He goes, Marcus was dancing after his fight. Colin was dancing after his fight. I think Mello was out there dancing too. Even Jake had a smile. I think he was grooving and stuff. So it was like, nobody was defeated that night. So whether we got the W or the loss, or we like to say we either win or we learn. No matter what, at the end of the fight, everyone was dancing. Everyone was in good spirits. Nobody was broken. Nobody was super sad about it. Because we put a little video out, leading up to Marcus's fight, and even afterwards, he's dancing in the video and stuff. And I told him at the end of the fight, like, yo, pretty much keep your head up, because I know his opponent was hurting a little bit. Hey man, keep your head up, because that guy's head is down. And Marcus was like, I got no reason to have my head low. And he had no reason to hang his head. Everyone was dancing. We had a good time. So it was like, yeah, we didn't get the W this time, but it's all good. But I think that's well, hopefully the crowd appreciates that. You know, no matter what happens, no matter the decision or anything, our guys are out there having fun. We're doing what we love to do. You know, nobody's forced to come fight for us. Nobody's forced in the cage out there. Everyone just really loves the sport and really loves what we do. So I like seeing that at the end of the fights and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause even on the walkouts, I'm dancing with you guys and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's just a good time. It's a good time being out there.
And really, man, I think it's just organic. It has to do with the team, because I know some people like hear that and like, man, these guys are there's something wrong with these cats. Like, who's having a good time knowing they getting ready to go out to a fight?
Yeah.
And if I'm being 100% real, I was nervous, like, and that's normal. I was actually probably more nervous with this fight than any fight. I actually told Diamond that.
Yeah.
Like, man, I actually feel a little nervous than I usually do. Most of the time, I'm falling asleep before the fight, taking naps.
Taking naps.
I'm doing like listening to the music. I'm dancing. Then we warm up maybe 2-3 fights before I actually supposed to walk out for the fight. And then, hey, all right, it's go time. Let's fight.
Yeah.
Once I walked out there and I started seeing everybody, my music dropped. I turned it on.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I was like, man, kind of, nervous. But the thing of it is, I think one of the things that didn't really dawn or sit with me or sit in my mind until this fight is that the people around me, my team, like being secure with knowing that I have one of the best teams that you can have to support you, because it's not just solely the team. It's like, man, it's like a brotherhood and a sisterhood, because we got ladies on the team. Lily, shout out to Lily. So knowing that regardless of what happens inside the cage, once I walk out, win, lose, draw, whatever, that team is still going to have my back. They're still going to support me. I'm not going to lose them. You know what I mean? My family's still going to, love me and support me. Everybody and everything that matters is still going to be intact once I step out of that cage.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to value me less, at least the people who matter or not. And knowing that is almost like gives you like a warmth, a comfort thing. And that's kind of what I feel walking into the cage. When they I walk into the cage and they close the door, it's like, there's not like a super high or a super low, it's just the moment. And then I know what has to happen in that moment, and I execute. I just execute. So I had somebody ask me, like, you ever get nervous before fights or you feel a certain type of way? Absolutely. I think it's kind of odd if you don't. Not so much, nervous because I'm not familiar with the process. I kind of understand what the process is going to be from start to finish. But just that nervousness, like, hey, man, this is about to happen. I want to perform best to my abilities for all these people who care for me and came out to support me and that matter. That helped me get to this point. Like, that's what I'm nervous about. I want to give them the best performance possible. But then
all that's like, sorry to cut you off, all that's like before. You feel all those nerves before. It's like once the cage goes or closes and they're like, all right, fight's on, those nerves kind of just disappear. They just go away, which is weird. It's like you can put all this pressure on yourself. You can sit around and think about it. It's like, I don't really get too nervous, but if I sit there and I think about the fight or I think about certain exchanges or what could happen or how I'm going to do, or then you can make yourself really nervous. But I've noticed that nervous, not nervous, you kind of you're going to perform anyway. There's no, I seen a quote the other day, I can't remember what it said, but it was like pretty much all that anxiety, all those nerves, all that stuff, like had no effect on the outcome. Like whether I was nervous before or I wasn't nervous before had no effect on the outcome, and just being out there. Because once you're out there, it just kind of takes form. Like it just happens by itself. But leading up to it, you can like make yourself a wreck. I think. I think you see people back there, and you can you can kind of see like who's nervous, who's chilling, who's like just dialed in. But in the back, there's certain people that are just like, not necessarily on this card, but just we've been in the game long enough. You can tell when it's their first fight or they're going crazy and they're just like, see the dudes with their shirt off the entire, like weigh-ins. You're at weigh-ins 9 o'clock in the morning. They got their shirt off. You show up to the event 10 hours later, they still got their shirt off and they're running around shadow boxing and stuff. And it's like, yo, we still got 5 more hours before we fight, and you're out here doing all kinds of crazy
burned
stuff.
All your calories, dog.
All those calories are gone.
I don't know what you're gonna do when it's fight time.
So, I think we, for the most part, just try to stay calm. We know when to ramp it up and stuff, but Yeah, having those nerves and stuff, I think that's pretty normal. Yeah, I think you can just like, as long as you know how to deal with those, if you're able to like control yourself and just realize that, you know, like you said, your team's got your back, nothing bad's gonna happen, you know, win or lose if you come out here. Which would be funny as hell though, dude. If we're like, you're fucking, if you lose, you're off this
You're
team.
outta here.
You're done. Marcus is garbage.
You fucking don't listen. I told you to keep your hands
I
up.
told you keep your fucking listen.
Ooh. The quarter don't even come as like in between rounds, give you water.
Yeah. Like, fucking stupid ass. This is what you get.
Yeah.
I told you.
And low key, like, it's a joke, it's laugh, but I've actually seen quarters do like wild stuff like that. You know,
Oh,
and
I've seen them yell and get really
yeah,
mad and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
like get mad and like cuss their fighter out, and their fighter's dealing with adversity. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're looking for support, you're looking for reinforcement for you to go back that next round to do the
Yeah,
fight.
something helpful.
Yeah, you know.
We were at
especially-
boxing matches too. We went to Junior's boxing match. There was one little kid. And I mean, these are kids out there fighting, and this coach is yelling out, "You look like shit right now. You look like shit." And dudes, he's just getting hit. Like, no advice, no move your head, no do this, no combos, nothing. Just, you look like shit. The guy was just getting hit. I was just like, man, I feel bad for that kid.
I mean, different gyms got different cultures and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? That just circle back to, you know, having the right people around you. And that transcends, that's not just fighting, man. That's life. You know what I mean? I found that out. A lot of lessons learned, you know, from not applying that in real time, but really just not knowing it. You know, kind of learning, going through life and learning that through attrition, which can be tough. But that shit transcends the fight game. It transcends into your professional life. It transcends to your personal life. If you got the wrong people around you, and maybe not even the wrong people, but maybe just the wrong setting.
Yeah.
Like this setting may work for some, but this doesn't work for me. So I need to go to get in where I fit in, you know. And our team is tight because we all fit in. Like it's funny because when we all grouped up, when we go to these events, we look like misfits.
Yeah,
we straight up misfits.
Dude,
man.
me and Nat were talking about the other day. I was like, dude, we just look like a bunch of orphans. Like,
yeah.
None of us look alike.
Yeah.
None of us
So,
act alike. I was just a bunch of goofy ass different types of people.
What's
who,
that?
Other than here, I don't think would like be hanging out and shit.
Hell no.
But we're all cool. It's
Yeah.
weird, man.
It just because we all have this in common, and then because we have this in common, then we have like we learn we have these things in common, characteristics, personality. But like shit, we look like what's that movie with what's the name? Mark Wahlberg. Four brothers.
Yeah. Four brothers.
You looking at these cats like, man, these guys ain't got no business.
Yeah, they're not brothers.
Fuck. But
yeah.
that's kind of like the makeup of the team, and we even look odd with other teams. Like I look around with other teams, and they kind of you can tell who's with who.
Yeah.
Like those guys, them guys all.
Yeah, you can tell. There's a lot of teams out there that kind of look the same, dress the same, and they all kind of have the same demeanor, and then we're just like fucking 10 goofballs.
Yeah. Just standing close to each other. Like you don't even know if we're together or we just happen to be taking up the wall space. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes it cool because it's just an organic connection. You know that makes us what we are. And shit, I appreciate it. I love it, man. Like Team VFC since day one, and it stayed that way just because we have that that real.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, camaraderie.
Yeah.
That brotherhood. Yeah. So, shit.
Yeah, so we had Valley Fight Club was out there. A bunch of people were out there wearing our T-shirts and stuff, or Valley Fight Club T-shirts. But I do want to say that what was cool as hell was if you watch the pay-per-view. Shout out to you if you watched the pay-per-view. But I don't know how many times it showed it, but I believe it was like right before every fighter came out or something. You saw Beyond the Rounds popped up on the screen.
Plastered on that day.
So that's freaking awesome. I had a bunch of people send me screenshots that they were watching. You know, they got beards in the picture and stuff, and we got Beyond the Rounds on the screen. BeyondTheRounds.com was also plastered on the cage, on the top of the cage, on each corner of the cage. So that shit was dope as hell.
Super dope.
So I was like, I felt super excited about that because, you know, that's us. That's you guys right now.
Yeah.
Beyond the Rounds. So I don't know. I'm just super excited about that. That shit was dope.
That was dope. That was that was a surprise. We didn't know that they were going to do that. So hey, shout out to Valley Fight Series for that love too. Because that was a big deal. Like walking into Gage, knowing that was plastered over top, that was cool.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah. So
yeah, if you guys got any pictures of the cage, or if you took pictures of the screen and said Beyond the Rounds, send them to our Instagram, because I'd like to get those and like post a picture or something like that, because that's freaking awesome. Yeah, I was like super excited about that. Yeah, obviously I didn't get to fight. If you saw our Instagram, you saw my video. Yeah, we got a few minutes left. I'm not going to go into it too much. I was supposed to fight. I made weight. I showed up. I did my job. Shout out to my opponent too. He showed up. He made weight, man. I was super proud of him for doing that. And then he didn't show up for the fight. You fight professional. You show up the day before. You make your weight. You get 24 hours to replenish and stuff. And then you go out there and you do your job. He didn't show up to do his job. That's pretty much it. That's all I can say. I apologize to all of you that actually did buy the tickets or buy the pay-per-view hoping to see me fight. I know there's a lot of people even coming back to the gym. They're like, dude, did I miss your fight? What happened, bro? They're like, dude, we stayed till 12. And we were like, wait for you to fight. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, man. So he just didn't show up. But we'll be on the lookout for the next one. Hopefully I get somebody that's actually shows up to do their job. But until then, we're back to the grind. I did get to corner. I got to corner Marcus and Colin and stuff, so that was cool. And Jake. So, yeah, I mean, my fight fell off, and we're hopping right back in, just to support the team, support my guys. We all put this work in together, so it was awesome being in the corner. Even if I didn't get to fight, it was great being there. It was great being a part of it. But, yeah, that's my story. That's how my fight went. I won before it happened. I got the W before.
Due to intimidation, man. I'm trying.
I won through intimidation.
Hey, man, let me get one of those, though. Shit. But during the fight though.
Yeah.
Like somebody just look at
somebody to quit during the fight.
After the bell rings.
They just like, nope.
You know what? Nah, fuck all that.
Yeah. It's not fun training and getting ready and prepared and stuff, and then your opponent doesn't show up. But it's happened to me before. Hopefully that was the last time, but it's part of the game. Sometimes people just don't show up. But yeah, we appreciate you guys being here with us. We appreciate you watching. Like we said, there's a lot more content coming. Make sure you follow our Instagram so you can see what we're doing between the podcast and stuff. But I feel like we have a lot more to talk about now. Even now, I feel like we can stop this camera and then just keep talking and stuff. But yeah, so we'll have a lot more videos coming out for you guys. And yeah. What's up?
That's a thing. Before we run out of time. So soon, real soon, we're working on some stuff. For
I know what you would say.
The near future.
Ooh.
So we'll be debuting that stuff. Actually, I'll just go ahead and say it. So there'll be some merch coming out soon. Some of it we're going to be debuting on the podcast and on Instagram, and then that's going to be following with some polls. So be on the lookout for that. We're actually going to let you guys know when stuff's going to be dropping, so you know.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to get that stuff out to you. So sooner rather than later, it's already in the works.
Yep.
So you should hoping to see that.
Shit, that's exciting too, bro.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
Super excited. So hoping to see that by next month. Yeah. Well, shit, next month's tomorrow, so March.
Next month, definitely.
Next month, definitely. So big things coming, man. So just to drop that on you guys before we run out of time. But,
yeah
man.
But make sure you guys share this video, send it to your friends, send it to anybody that you think would watch it or care or get entertainment out of it. Make sure you follow our Instagram, Beyond the Rounds. Make sure you go to beyondtherounds.com because I'm sure we'll be able to post our merchandise and stuff there. You guys will be able to get it. Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming up in the future. We got a lot of bright things. Well, we feel are going to be good things to come. Big things. This dude, I told him to put a T-shirt on, and he was like, no. So I hope when this comes out, he looks fat. He looks
when that 4K hit. Hey, if I look fat, if I look too bad, y'all ain't even going to see this video. I'm going to make sure it gets scratched. I'm going to edit a T-shirt.
We'll put a green screen on you, bro.
A green T-shirt. Yeah, man. I hope this don't flop on me.
Yeah, if you don't look good in this video, we're gonna have to definitely cut something out or
Yeah.
put a T-shirt over you or
Like
something.
one of those.
I'm just gonna
Those
put
AI.
beyond.
Those AI fucking T-shirts.
I'm gonna put beyond the rounds over you the whole
Over
time,
my
bro.
whole body.
It's just gonna be your head floating. there.
Oh, I wouldn't even be mad about it. Hey, what happened here? Hey, don't fuck with this.
Yeah, don't worry about
like,
it.
all right?
Don't worry about it, bro. We're trying something different. Yeah, real quick, if you'd like to see us in a different part of the gym, we're thinking about doing this in the cage or maybe the ring or something like that. But I think the cage will be pretty dope, even between the bags and the back or something. Let us know. For right now, I think this looks pretty cool. We got the lights and stuff going. We got our lights set up here, and the camera. Everything kind of fits because we're pretty much on the counter. But yeah, if you can think of a better spot, let us know.
And we might just switch it up on y'all just to do it.
Just to do it.
Just to do it, because we can.
In the parking lot.
Yeah. Do it across the street at the gas station. selling people shit.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, that'd be $14.97.
But yeah, thank you guys very much. Thank you for being here. Like we said, it had been a little while. Not a little while. It's been about a week, maybe 2 weeks since the last video came out. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you for staying interested and stuff. And hopefully this scratches that itch for you for a couple days. And we'll be back with another video. Thank you guys very much.
All right, y'all.
Peace.